Yes, this is police.
Hello, police.
Yes, this is police.
I'd like to report some suspicious behaviour at 53 Gorth Court.
Yep, I'll be there soon. Yep. Footprint. Save that one.
Officer.
I'm Inspector Arundel.
I'm Will Lewis. I'm the one who reported the suspicious activity.
Yes. Do you see what direction he went off?
Yeah, he ran down to the station.
His footprint. Can we get some forensic officers to 53 Gorth Court?
Forensics are here. We need to go seal off the area. Sounds like a plan. Area sealed. Let's get to work. The DNA found in the hair that was found at the scene matches that of Angus Campbell.
What is DNA? Well, simply put, DNA is life's blueprint. a molecule that encodes genetic instructions used in the development of all known living organisms and viruses. It's a nucleic acid that in most cases are double-stranded helices, consisting of 2 long biopolymers made of simpler units called nucleotides. DNA is tailor-made for biological information storage, which is why it's so useful in the world of forensic science. So how is it utilized? Forensic DNA analysis is a multi-step process, starting with removing the DNA from the biological material that is submitted to a lab. This can be saliva, blood, semen, hair, skin cells, or any biological material containing cells with a nucleus. The next step is extracting the DNA from the nucleus, a process called extraction, where cells are broken open using a combination of chemicals and heat to release the contents of the nucleus where the DNA is stored. The materials then go through a cleanup process so the sample is pure DNA. The next step in the process is to determine how much DNA was retrieved from the cells through a process called quantitation. Quantitation is important because the next step requires a specific amount of DNA to achieve optimum results. Too much or too little requires the concentration to be adjusted before the next step. After quantitation comes the amplification process, where specific regions inside the DNA molecule are copied. During the amplification process, fluorescent tags are placed on regions of the DNA, which will be used in the last step. The last phase is the detection process, where our copied fragments of DNA are separated by size and are passed through a laser. When this laser hits the fluorescent tags we added earlier, a camera determines what color the tag is and how much there is. What results is a DNA profile set of numbers at the different regions tested called a locus. One of the numbers comes from the mother, the other from the father, linking the subject to each one. Currently, DNA testing gives results at 16 different areas. Results at all 16 areas is considered to be a full profile. If an individual's DNA profile matches at all 16 areas to a DNA profile developed from evidence at a crime scene, then law enforcement can use that data to place the individual at the location.
The prints found on the murder weapon match that of Angus Campbell.
Each fingerprint is dominated by one of 3 primary patterns. The first is an arch, which is like a tent. The second is a loop, like one made with a shoestring. And the third is called a whorl, which looks like a whirlpool. Vucetich proposed using these patterns as a sorting tool. If 2 prints prove to be different types, there's no need to look any further. But if they're in the same category, then they're worth a closer look.
You look at the individual points, the ending ridges, the splitting ridges, the dots that appear.
Ridge endings are places where the ridges start and stop as they flow through the pattern. In other places, a ridge will split in 2, also known as a bifurcation. A dot is a ridge that is as long as it is wide. The unique arrangement of these ridge characteristics clearly distinguishes one print from another.
Gathering all the evidence, we decided to raid Angus Campbell's property, where we found his shoe that perfectly matches the footprint left at the scene of the crime.
Look a little nervous. Got something to confess? Forensics found your DNA, footprint and fingerprints at the scene. So where were you yesterday?
Well, I was at home, cooking dinner. For one.
Don't lie to me again. I know you did it.
Oh, alright, it was me, I admit it, I did it.
Why'd you kill him?
He hit me in the head with his locker at school one time. I knew I had to give him payback. I'm gonna kill you. Yes, I admit it, okay, I killed him.